Hello, beautiful people. Welcome in. Hopefully, you guys are having a fantastic Thursday. I just had to tell my son that he either has to be home by 5 or when the rain starts because I don't know if it's just the smokiness outside, but it's looking awfully dark out there right now. But thank you, W2 Winter, for the 15 bits. Thank you so much. Hopefully, you're all having a fantastic, blessed day. I'm not gonna lie, I'm having a interesting kind of day, but hey. Well, I guess my nail is impressive. One of my friends just had to message me to tell me she needs an adipose magnet painted. I am. The weather's gorgeous, and I'm working outside today. Ooh, outside working. Well, that's always a bonus. I don't know if I want to be outside working today. It was kind of chilly this morning. We still smelt a smoke presence, depending on where you're walking. It's a little heavier than other places, but at least there's no fires next to me, so that's the best part about it. I said no to going into the office. Well, that's always good. I like the fact that, like, the one thing COVID did do is a lot of people got to work from home. So, like, especially like my husband, we'd be at the beach and he'd just bring his laptop. We enjoyed the beach and he worked on the beach. But not so much anymore. So before we get into today we're going to do the Slovene. Don't know how this is going to turn out, but we're going to try, like always. We'll just go through what we've completed so far. Oh, of course, fur, dogs, lovely. But there was the TARDIS that we did. And the Dalek we did. I'm really enjoying this magnetic background that we made to look spacey. I think it really is going to make the nails So much more than what I thought they were going to be. And the adipose. We're not getting any of the fire smoke or whatnot, and just dry. And the pollen. Oh, I know. Trust me. Pollen, the grass pollen this year is on fire, and my son had track and field on Tuesday, and when I walked him down to the school, they were out cutting the grass. Oh, my nails? I did the stained glass look, so you know. Ooh. Stained glass. I was like, oh my goodness, because I'm allergic to grass pollen, and they were cutting the grass, and he was going to be in the grass all day. I was like, oh my gosh, when he comes home, my nose is going to be on fire. Is that what the new Clean Cray is? No. This is actually with Luminous Gel Polish from Gel-Like. There's 6 of them, and they're pretty translucent. And they also kind of have a glow-in-the-dark look, but the funny thing is when you charge them up, they don't glow for that long. But if you're like going glow-in-the-dark mini putting or whatever, these nails pop. Yeah, don't want to use these for laser tag, because you'll be found. But I wonder if I can just, I'll light them up and turn off the light and see if I can do it. I did it in the one stream. Kind of got the look of it. Charge them up a little bit. Yeah, oh no, for laser tag, yeah. I think the kids would find me and I'd be out first. So, yeah, no. But mini putting, they're fun. I'm just going to turn this light off. Give these a quick little charge. One of these days we'll have to do a set. Ooh, that would be fun. I think that would be a very fun idea. So you do press-ons as well, T Splendor, or you're just gel, acrylic? What is your passion? I do normally do gel, but because it's summer and I might be in vendors and I need to show how to put the press-ons on that, this summer I decided it's going to be all press-ons. And maybe winter I'll go back to practicing my gel, but my main business is press-ons, so might as well stick to it. Now you gotta wear your work and be able to show people how it works, but look at that. See? So mini putting, yeah, will be found. I'm trying to make it darker so you can really see in there, but like, they have a big pop to them, as you can see the difference. Well, not really, because obviously it doesn't work that well. Well, you can kind of see the difference, the glowing versus the non-glowing. But I like them. I had fun making them. I think I'm going to make them better, though. Because what I did first was I outlined everything and then colored it in. But I think what I'm going to try to do is try to put the blotches down first and then outline it. Because I know on this one I made it quite muddy looking. But meh. Color then outline. Yeah, that's what I should have did. But I did outline first, then colored. So I got a little smudgy. But meh, it's okay. Sometimes we don't listen to our own rules. Or at least I don't listen to my own rules. Sometimes I just gotta make something a little more harder for myself. And I have no idea why I do that. But I don't know, torture, I guess. Or as I like to tell my daughter sometimes, it's just called self-sabotage. And for some reason, I like to sabotage myself. I think we're going to go with this nail. Because I'm thinking, what was the character I wanted to do on the bigger nail in the middle? I can't even remember now. But there's just so many Doctor Who ones that I was like, oops. But thankfully I already know how I did the base. Because I'm going to have to do that again. Because I think this is going to be an interchanging set. Where I can change out each character. Because I like that idea. That's the one thing I love about press-ons, is the fact that I can change them every day. I could even wear stained glass with Doctor Who. So it's one of those things where I'm like, so many ideas, and at least if I can't make a decision, I can just wear something a little crazy. It's okay. It's only me anyways. Can you marble stone of the glass too? Some of my favorite stained glass are the marble swirly ones. That's a good idea. I never thought about trying that one. I just went with this is the first time I did stained glass. Only because I had those luminous jellies that were kind of like see-through, which I really do like looking at the back of my nails and seeing the pattern come through. But it's because those are the only jelly-like ones I have so far. Which I finally decided to jump on board the chrome people. And I got 4 of these little pots that I haven't tried. So if we finish today the character and we have time left over, I'm going to check out these ones. They're 4 different colors, I think. Recycling went out last night, so I put the box in the garbage, and now I forget what company they were from. But it was on Amazon. But as you can see, they're kind of different colors. Well, let's see. There's like this, I don't know if you call it blue or whatever. Oh, this lighting just sucks. That's one thing I gotta invest in later. Good lighting. This is kind of like a pinky one. Oh, and I dropped something. And this is another like, I guess pinkish red one. And this one kind of gives me like purpley yellow vibes. But I've not tried them yet. I just opened the box and put them on the side to play with. So we'll see what happens. You can also use silver or copper for the charming colors instead of black. Yeah, I see a lot of people doing. Well, I think I've even seen people doing now the outline with like a chrome or one of like the pigment powder ones, which I actually thought I might, which is a good idea, W2 Splinter. But I actually thought like I might do one with this one. Let me see if I can find the powder, because I haven't found a use for this one 100%, but I did like the use of it, the color of it when I tried it out. Must be over here. But this like coppery red one, I think that would look nice. One of these two to go around the edges. Give it like a little bit of shiny. But I thought of those two after. But I am black. I used the one below it. Okay. Yeah, I love black. And I literally only ever wore black. Like I tell my daughter, it's like my soul is black. I may have went through a goth phase when I was younger. That may have happened. But I do like black with the smoky pigment powders. I really like pigment powders, I'm not going to lie. But since trying this magnet stuff out, I've really got like, because I'm a space geek, so I'm like, I really got some ideas going too there. But so many ideas and not enough time. Why? Why do they do this to us? But it's all good. You know what? I'm gonna probably dump this one into the other black one and just open my other black one right now. We knew we were coming to the end of that one. If you have Mylar ribbon, those look amazing in the jelly colors. I haven't bought Mylar ribbon yet, but I have been wanting to. I have it in my wish list on Amazon, because most of my stuff I get from Amazon, just because the shipping sometimes from other places is just not so nice to us Canadians, that I sometimes pass. Oh, that's what you used. Okay. Yeah, that one looked really nice. I like that one. I think it was better than mine. Mind you, I was just trying the flocking powder to make my nest. And I literally did it at the end of my stream where I kind of slapped it together. I really didn't take time. So maybe I could do a better one. But I don't know if you saw it. I can't believe Ramon just saw this the other day. It's been done for a while, but I want to make another one of it later. But we have the Ramunki in flocking powder. Or the attempt at the Ramunki flocking powder. But yes, if you haven't seen this W2 Splinter, this is my display of all my fun stuff that I do on stream. Well, minus minus this one that was Kayla's. This one was Kayla's, and this was Nova's. And this down here was Ramon. But we've been having fun. I like practicing the character work because it really helps with lines and other details that I want to do on stuff. So I find it helps. Dogs, I'm not letting you out right now. Oh, I guess the husband just stepped outside, so okay, he was letting them out. He is letting them out. I have to send you some flowers. Oh, you have you have a lot of the flower ones? I've seen those ones that a lot of people buy that push into like I don't know if they're dried flowers or whatever, but I was like, maybe I'll get some of those too. The thing is, I only started this journey in August, so I'm not as built up as some of you guys yet. I'm getting there. Perfect for the ones. I'm perfect ones. Perfecting the ones. Perfecting it. I think you already perfected that one. Like, my gosh. You are, like I wrote in the thing, you are killing that flower game. Like, my gosh. I haven't tried it yet. I'm looking into getting a brush, and I don't know if I can use my daughter's acrylic paints. I haven't looked at them yet to see if they're usable. But if not, I'll just buy some. But, it's like it's that journey. No, it's not even close. Well, that's how I feel about my art when people are telling me, oh, your art's so good. I'm like, have you not seen other people's? Other people are killing this game, but no, your flowers, they're up there, I'm telling you. So, trust me. They are gorgeous. I absolutely love them. Like, I think it was Sandy said that, are those stickers? Like, see if it's that good that people have to ask whether it's stickers or hand painting, it's good. Because a lot of people that can't do nail art, what do? We buy the stuff so we can at least achieve the look. Or at least somewhat achieve the look. Some days it works, some days it doesn't. Like, when my friend was doing my nails, I liked the black lace over red nails, and I was going to a wedding, and I was like, oh, I want that. Boy, when I went to her mom to get my nails done, because her mom was opening her own salon, and I found out that it was a foil, the lace. I thought that people sat there this whole time and hand painted all the lace on. I learned something. And that's the thing. A lot of people who don't do nails, it's just like some kids don't know where vegetables come from because they just see you buy it at a store. You don't know unless you know. You could use her paints if they were water-based. I would definitely suggest testing it. Have precision grade acrylic paint brushes, and hers are better. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll look into that one too. That's like, you know what? I want to check my phone right now because I was supposed to get a stamping plate yesterday, and they haven't even. I don't even know if it got to the final destination. And I've been waiting for this plate for like 2 weeks. I was hoping to get it before Canada Day because it has moose on it. And I want to add moose to my Canadian flag ones. Well, I gotta see where this camera is. But, nope. So far, no luck. That's why sometimes even with Amazon shipping, when it's coming from far away, I'm always like, ugh, am I going to try it? Am I going to waste my money? Where is it? Delayed, not shipped yet, is what it's saying now. We will email you as soon as this order ships. You won't be charged until then. We are sorry for your inconvenience. I swear, didn't Amazon already charge us for this though, babe? The stamping plate that I bought forever ago is telling me now we won't be charged. Did they send you back the money? Okay, well, I double check because I'm not paying twice for, and then it doesn't come. Or it comes and I still paid twice for it. That's ridiculous. But these are the ones I showed you earlier that I bought. So they're like kind of like a pinky, a greeny. I haven't tried them out yet, but we'll see. I know there's not a lot of powder in them, but we're gonna try. Hello, lemon markers. Welcome in. And yes, I will hydrate. Get 2 of each size. Okay, 2 of each size. Thank you for the information. So it has some great chrome. I haven't seen Silverland. This was I forget what brand that was now. This one was All-Starry. All-Starry. It was the one that had the better reviews on Amazon. Sometimes I think I should just get a US account. Like, maybe I just need an account in the US, because even, like, some stuff they won't even ship. Like, someone will have a nail supply in one of the Discords, and I'll look at it, and then I'll go in, and it's like, oh, this item does not ship to Canada. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I didn't realize that, you know, I could literally drive across the border and get it, but I can't get it mailed to me. Seemed a little ridiculous to me. But what we're gonna do, because we're making the Slovene today, I want to kind of mess around a bit. Oh, hello, Miss Deb the Enabler. Welcome in. What are you enabling everyone today? Ooh, they're kind of liking this green now. Ooh, it's kind of giving me that look. Oh yeah, that's kind of the green I want. Maybe I'll add a little more. Which, I don't know with mixing this with the other one, because, like, you know, science experiments here. Don't do what I do. I mix different brands of polish sometimes. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But I'm mixing a glowing one in with a regular one. We're going to see what happens. Because, you know, sometimes you got to make mistakes and get messy. And, you know, at least I'm doing this at home and not for everybody. So, who knows what this could get into. We'll just hope for no explosions. Actually, I've not had any explosions. But I have taught my daughter the difference between nail glue and what was it, monomer or acetone, and how you can create a big mountain cloud. Yeah, no. Let's see. Red Iguana has $1 sale right now. Uh-oh. And I bet you all those dollars are adding up, Miss Deb the Enabler. But it is glowing, so the little test is working. I'll see if I can turn off the light and show you guys. Come on. But it is kind of glowing. So it is kind of in there. So it might make it look fun. It might make it look fun. But we're going to try. What do? We try things and we get messy, right? Then I wanted to add some of this one to this one. Might need more of that one in this one. Now, I don't know if everybody knows what a Slovene is, but it's a green monster, I guess you'd say. I did mine a couple of weeks ago. Ah. Well, we all have to get on sales every once in a while. I did skip this one, so I'm going to get to see everyone's with their pens from YN. And then I'll decide if I really need to. But I really wanted to save my cards for the mystery boxes. So I was like, no, I don't want to right now. Was that the best decision? I don't know. I guess we'll see if I kick myself in the butt later. But I know a lot of people are enjoying the pens. I can see a lot of good uses for the pens. But I'm really trying to like kind of finesse my line work with the brush. And I feel like if I start getting the pens, I'm going to stop practicing and try to find the easy way out to do everything. That's not going to help my overall business. But hey, we can try. I think that's where we're going. I think that we're good. Do I want to add a little bit of this one to it? That's the thing, is making these colors sometimes we second guess ourselves. Kind of want a hint more greener, and not so much of a light green. I want a little bit of a darker shade of it. My next question, I'm gonna have to be more storage shelves. I put my YN order away and I don't have any more room. Yeah, I think I was explaining that to J Rob. I think last stream is I've got these 3 little shelves over here, and I have my little desk, and it's now overrun that I either need more shelves or, but I'm thinking that for some of the stuff I want to get the shelves that close, so maybe they won't get as dusty. But I don't know. Prices of everything nowadays are so expensive that I don't know what I want. But I keep my eyes out. And I keep looking for things. Like this one, I couldn't believe it. I got it at the dollar store near my house. Well, not near my house. It's a little bit of a drive, but I got it for my orange sticks, my buffers, my alcohol swabs. It's a little tiny one, but it's working for, you know, it's just me, so the daughter only dabbles in it every so often, so it's like this works for me right now. But eventually I might have to get something a little bigger for this one, but this one just stores a little bit of supplies. Usually gets me through about a week, roughly, depending on the week. So it's not too shabby. But I think we all go through that. And like now that what was the last polish I bought? The cat eyes, I think it was. And I noticed after buying the cat eye polish, my little basket that's collecting all my nail polish in it is almost running out of storage to keep it neatly displayed by brand names. I'm starting to run out of room, so I'm like, I might have to move some of the other stuff in the other shelves and make a new basket. I think I'm now up to maybe 75 bottles. I started with, I think, 10. Ooh, that's a good place to get chameleon chrome frig from. Where's a good place? Oh, where? That is a good question. I've been starting to realize that I'm going to have to give in, and I'm going to have to start paying more for my stuff and not just get from Amazon, because there are some companies in the States that I really want to try some of their stuff, but I gotta be able to make a big enough purchase that it's worth the shipping. I already put the glitter on the wall, and now I need a gel polish rack, right? See, I can't put much on the wall, only because, like, I'm short. I already have to get a stepping stool to reach the second and third shelf of in my dishes. So, I don't want to be getting up on a stool for nail polish and glitters, too. I think it might be time to kick one of the kids out. I think it's time you're moving out. Mama needs a new room for nail stuff. No, I have a wall of spice racks with nothing but glitter in it. Hey! Why not? I see a lot of people using spice racks. I actually have a... What is it called? A garden rack? It's a little tiny rack for, like, if you want to put, like, houseplants on it for outside on your porch. Well, I have that with shoe boxes on it, and that holds the kids, like, winter stuff, summer stuff, their sunglasses, and all that fun stuff. I'm going to tilt this up just a little. Okay, we're going to start to try and draw this Slovene. I think this one might look a little funny, but hey, we always try. You can start them at the floor and go up. Yeah, but see, the problem with going right close to the floor is I'm afraid that one of my doggos, not so much the older one, well, I don't know, lately he's been getting into trouble, but the younger one, she'll definitely try chewing them, because I've dropped a buffer on the floor, and she thought it was a carrot. Stupid commercials. Yeah, I know, commercials are never fun. Well, then again, you can't even hear me if you're listening to a commercial. The funny thing is, I'm watching a TV show right now. And my husband, he's like, why are we paying for these apps if we're getting commercials still? And I'm like, well, I can't control every company. Kind of want like maybe this head. Oh, thank you, W2 Splinter. Thanks for gifting a sub to Miss Deb the Enabler. I've kind of gotten used to the commercial curse. It does suck, but if it's something that I know I was really interested in when I'm watching someone's channel and I'm stuck on a commercial, I tend to try to remember how far into the video it was, so I can go back later to watch it. I know, I'm a little weird. And make more work for myself. I could get those ads. That is a good idea too. I think those might work a bit. It's just because I'm a very short person. I'm only 5 feet tall. Which is hilarious because my son, who is 11 now, yes, he was on his tippy toes and he's like, Mom, I'm almost as tall as you. I'm like, even on your tippy toes, you're at my nose now. I said, yes, but one dreaded day, you will become taller than me. It will happen. Unfortunately, I will probably be the shortest in this house because my husband is 6'2". I think my daughter's 5'6" now. I don't know. It's been a while since I measured her height. I just know she's... Once she got taller than me, I stopped checking. One of those things where I was like, well, you're taller than me now. Forget it. I don't need to measure you anymore. But it's okay. I know there's struggles with being tall and struggles with being short. So, you know, it depends on how you look at it. I've been short my whole life. I'm used to it now. But I do hate going to certain public bathrooms or whatever, and then the toilets just seem so tall up that when I sit down, I'm like, I feel like a kid. My feet don't touch the floor. Mind you, you don't want to sit on, public bathrooms, but every once in a while I have no other choice because of my shortness. I cannot hover. I've learned to accept what I can and cannot do. My mom, by the time I was 10, I stopped growing in grade 8 and then shot up my sophomore college year. Yeah, well, my daughter and my son don't grow very tall right away because, well, like I keep telling them, I don't think they eat enough to grow. But whenever they go on a food binge, oh, I sure as heck see growth, because then they come down, Mom, the pants that I've been wearing for the last 6 months magically just outgrew in like 2 days. They were perfectly fine 2 days ago. And it's off to the store. But at least it's summertime now, so you can wear those as split pants. Oh, I think I just heard my son come back in. Are you done playing? Okay. Did it start raining? No. This is the kind of shape we're going with. Ooh, that kind of looks like... Ooh, I really like that green on that spacey-ish background. What? Okay, this might work. This might work. I'm leggy. Cutoffs. Yeah, see, I am just short. That if I hover over some of them, I'm still going to be touching it anyways. And other ones that are too high up that I can't hover. So I always have to guess what's going to happen. LT Dan's ice cream. Okay. I've never heard of that place for ice cream. We have like what the Canadian brands we have are like Chapman's, and why is the only one that coming to my mind is Chapman's? Why is the only ice cream brand that I think that we have is Chapman's? Is it the main one? I swear there's another one too, though. I don't know. Oh, it's a movie quote from Forrest Gump. Well, I should know that, actually. But mind you, it's been a while since I watched Forrest Gump. But, you know, I have, like, a real-life Forrest Gump family members, so, it never escaped. I guess I've made my own Forrest Gump movie. On a nail that you just painted. I see an ice cream cone on the nail you just painted. Right? That could make a good ice cream cone. I was also thinking, you know, spacey. It kind of reminds me of Pac-Man. I know it's all black background, but with the space, I'm thinking alien. But I can definitely see the ice cream. Which the funny thing is, I have yet to make an ice cream cone one. Maybe I should make some ice cream cone nails. I haven't done any yet. My sister's done some. I haven't. Maybe I need to. I have yet to do those. I want to do it. Oh my gosh. I can't even draw straight today. Thought I did a tutorial this weekend on ice cream cone nails. Oh, really? I'll have to check that one out. I enjoy watching some of hers. Actually, that's who I watched for learning how to do sugar nails, because, like I said, I just started in August, so it took me a while to figure out how to do certain things. And that's one of them. Did you check the mail? Huh? What? Did you check the mail? No, I was waiting. Okay. Just dealing with the husband. We're still waiting to hear if, because the code he got sent for it to do his EI was the wrong code, so they're supposed to be sending another code. So hopefully he can get his unemployment insurance soon before, you know, the reserves run out. But guess we just roll with the punches, right? I've never watched Doctor Who, so this is all new to me. Ooh, I'm a Doctor Who nutter. I've actually been rewatching it at nighttime in my bedroom for the last. You know what? I'm gonna put the nose in last because I don't like noses, and noses don't work out for me. I've been rewatching it. I'm getting close to being done because I wanted to rewatch it all before the next stuff comes out. But the thing is, you know what? I don't like that either. I think I'm gonna use my dotting tool. Roll with it, baby. Trust me, sometimes we just gotta roll. But we've been watching it. There's a lot of episodes. A lot. So it's one of my favorite. When I run out of anything on TV to watch, it's one of my binge-worthy ones I go back to. That and anime. I like my Sword Art Online. I've rewatched that 1,000 times. My husband likes My Hero Academia, so we've watched that one a few hundred times. And One Punch Man. And Dragon Ball Z. The list just keeps getting bigger. I got to do. What's GOT? God. GOT. I am bad. That's like actors and stuff. I'm bad with names. You will learn that about me. I'm bad. Game of Thrones. Oh yeah, actually, me and the husband were saying that we might be watching that again after we're done Doctor Who. Because sometimes I don't know if you guys are like me, because everyone's different, no one's the same. But I hate waiting every week for an episode to come out. I need at least 3 or 4 episodes of something, because I like to binge. I am the binge queen. I will binge, and I will binge like badly that I will look at the time and be like, oh, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I have to get up in an hour. Oops, I did it again. I have bad binge habits. I think I might have to go to, instead of Alcoholic Anonymous, Binge Anonymous. Same here, right? Like, I'm a binger. I get pissed off if I can't see what's going to happen next, especially when they do those things where they tease you about what's happening in the next scene. That's when I really get mad, because I'm like, oh my gosh, now I gotta wait a whole week. Yeah, no, I do not have the patience for that. That just makes me angry. So I rather just wait. My sister and I were up just learning and lack of I haven't seen that one yet, but people keep telling me it's good. Or wait, maybe I got that wrong. Maybe I'm reading that wrong, because I do read things wrong. Okay. So it's just like my sister when we were younger and Lord of the Rings came out. She was all about Legolas. Oh my goodness. And then the funny thing is, I think she just likes the white hair, because it went from Legolas to Draco Malfoy. And I was like, oh my goodness. I think you have a type. I'm not gonna lie. There are some cute actors out there. What's his name? Oh my god. The guy that is an Aquaman. And the other movies I can't remember right now, but Aquaman is the one that I'm standing up because, he's half naked from the top up all the time. But yeah, that man, I usually don't like Kai Draco. Oh, that's his name. Okay. I'm just like, I don't like guys with long hair usually, but for some reason, this guy's got it going. Jason Momoa. That's it. Newly single. Yeah, well, I'm going on 20 years with the same person. But that guy, yes. I will watch almost any movie he's in just to watch him. And that's like I told my husband, you know, J-Lo could turn me lesbian. Just saying it. Girl's got it going on. Just, she better tell me all her secrets, because I need to look that young. Because, you know, my husband is African American. And the saying is, black don't crack, so he ain't gonna crack, and I'm gonna look like the old hag on his arm. Because I'm all gonna crack, wrinkle. I've already started with my veins. Veins are starting to come out, spider veins. He's gonna look like this hot tamale, and I'm gonna have to start beating girls off of him. Because they're gonna be like, oh, you're so young. No. He's old. He's taken. Get over it. That's what I think is going to happen. So I need some kind of magic serum that's gonna work. Looking at this thing, and I think we're gonna go with these. Might need to add a little more green to it, but we'll find out. Now, won't we? So, since you haven't watched Doctor Who, the Slovene is an alien that obviously the whole thing is about aliens attacking planet Earth, for the most part, and traveling in space. The Slovenes wear people suits. And when they unzip them, this is what comes out of them, the Slovene. And they fart a lot. Because they're trapped gas in these little tiny suits. Oh my goodness, this brush just has way too much on it, and now I go and put a hair in it. Thanks. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, that probably works about right. Oh, that doesn't look too right. Oops. That's the one thing. Lips and noses are not my genre, but I keep practicing. One day I hope to be good at it. But I will never get good at it if I don't practice. So, I practice. And I practice on Twitch to help you guys be inspired to try something. And you know, it's okay if it turns out not what you think. As long as you practice and have fun. Okay, I think we'll go with that. Still might have to touch it up a little green. I had something that was from Amazon. What was that? Oh, no way. See, that's what I'd say. That's the thing. Some people, that's like when people don't want to, like, I see with a lot of creator content and like YouTube videos, and when I'm trying to learn like how to do this craft, I always find that people like to speed up the videos and hide, you know, what you're trying to figure out how to do it. I get it. Everybody wants to make money and everybody's looking to get rich, but like, I think if everyone just took away the richness and just tried to be more humble and helping each other, this world would be a heck of a lot better place. But no, everybody wants to one-up each other or do better than somebody else. That, you know, now you get in trouble for almost everything you do. Yeah, that's what happens to me. There's some things that who was it? Mrs. Dash had this herb and garlic one. I used it for years because it was one of my favorite blends to put in almost everything. And then one day, the stores near me just stopped selling it. And I was like, oh shit, now I have to come up with new spices? Green cap, and then she puts the pepper in it and ruined it. Yeah, I did the green cap one, and it's like, oh, now I found a new one, but the one that I hope to God they never take away from me, because I'm literally gonna be cussing out, because like there's a lot of things that they've taken away from me as a Newfoundland person. There's lots of things Parody decided they were not making anymore, and like, or Maple Leaf, they got rid of the potted meat. Yeah, it wasn't healthy for you, but I grew up on that crap. And every once in a while, I used to go to the Newfie store, because I don't live in Newfoundland anymore, and buy it as a treat for myself. And they went out of business. And I was like, well, there goes all my childhood memories. Thanks. So sometimes some companies just aren't that good. I swear they do it on purpose to see if they can make me go crazy. I just want to try and lighten this lip a little bit with the green. Which actually, I didn't even take out anything to make for supper tonight. Oops. But that's okay, because my daughter's going to her music banquet and drama and dance banquet tonight. So I'm only feeding 3. So, and since we have to take her out to that, maybe I will just grab something quick to eat out. Because I know her brother's already going to be a little like, in his moods, because, well, she's gone from 5:30, which is actually in, an hour, and, what is this? Pretty much 4 now, so it starts at 5:30, so she'll probably leave in an hour and 20 minutes. But they have the banquet, they're doing their awards, and then they're having a dance, so she's not supposed to be done until 10 p.m. tonight. So it's one of those. I know he's going to come to me at one point again, because if his sister's not here when he's bored, who's the next best one to bug? Mommy! So maybe if I take him out for dinner, it'll distract him a bit. Maybe even tire him out a bit. Okay. Thankfully, Lucky Charms haven't been yet. Well, I try not to buy Lucky Charms so much, because my kids will do good halfway through the box. If they want it for snack, they'll grab it, and I'll realize that, oh, why is magically now all the marshmallows gone? But then they came out with that whole marshmallow cereal, and my kids were like, oh, can I try that? And I was like, no, that's just way too much sugar. Cereal should not have that much sugar. But then I'm like, yeah, but when I was a kid, I wanted it too. So why not? Jump up and make your own. There are some things that, like the day before, I made chicken stir fry. And usually, my son first thing he always says is, "Oh, chicken," because he's a beef boy. He likes his beef. And I was like, "Yeah, sorry. Today's chicken stir fry." He comes in because he was outside at the playground. He comes in and he's like, "Chicken." He's like, "Wait, is there bacon in it?" I was like, "Yeah, of course I added your bacon." He's like, "Okay, I'll eat it then." So they had chicken bacon with California-style vegetables with rice. Found a way to please them all for once. But mind you, I will give you one tip. When you are using, or anyone out there, if you are using, let me grab one, but I know I'm probably missing. If you're using the tabs, and you are making bacon, and you're not putting it in the oven, you're like standing over the pan, getting your hands all greasy. Yeah. Expect a couple nails to come loose. Because every time I play with bacon, and I don't have gloves, yeah. By the time I'm done, when I go to start eating, I'll go like all of a sudden like this, or make my sandwich, and the nail press, and then I see it lifting right there, and I'm like, oh, great. Bacon did it again. Bacon's been the one thing with the adhesive tabs that I haven't perfected, but that's why most of the time I use, what's it called? Gloves. I was like, what are they called? Oh my goodness, what a big brain fart. So I do like gloves. I also like gloves when you're doing press-ons, and you're wearing rocking press-ons, because instead of taking my nails off, which I will do sometimes if I don't have gloves, because I just don't like the idea of the sticky tab adhesive, or even gel nails. Like, even when I do gel overlays, I'll still wear gloves, because I don't like the idea or the thought of meat getting stuck in there, raw meat especially, because I do a lot of homemade hamburgers. So I don't like the idea of raw meat under my nails. Just because I feel like, oh, what's the easiest way to catch salmonella? But the one thing I do like about press on nails, they're so much easier to clean off and put back on. If you do have to take them off because you didn't have gloves, and you know what, I kind of want the chin to come out more, I think. Decisions, right? You do one thing and then you decide another thing. That's the story of my life. I was thinking of making homemade hamburgers today with pork and ground beef. But I was like, she has to go to her banquet. And today she's had a couple of anxiety things happen today, so I don't know if she'll make it the whole thing. So I was like, I'm not doing a restaurant, but maybe we'll just do a fast food. What are you all eating today anyways? Anyone having anything interesting, yummy? I'm not going to lie. Serena the Pink and Gordo's barbecue. Tempted to see, because, I was watching the stream and Gordo did joke. He's like, oh, I'll send it to you in Canada, but I just don't know how well that would work coming to Canada. But after watching Serena's thing yesterday, that Gordo barbecue looked hella yummy. Like, I want to try that. And I'm like Serena. I'm actually a coleslaw fan. Like, I love coleslaw. I love making homemade coleslaw. Actually, I prefer making homemade coleslaw because then I get the kind of taste I want. Because at some stores, it's either too sweet or it's too tangy. And I like it kind of in the middle of tangy and sweet. Not so much the spicy one, but it does look good. But the funny thing is, I always get regular green cabbage. And I'm like, I should try the red cabbage. But I don't know. I think I just growing up and gardening and the family only growing green cabbage. I just gravitate to the green cabbage. Well, that's what weekends are for too. I forgot to tell you that. Double spinner. Weekends are for fend for yourself. I made food all week. You can find the leftovers in the fridge, or you can make something yourself. But the funny thing is, last night I didn't have any snacks because I gotta go I should have went grocery shopping today, but tomorrow's Friday. I can get through tomorrow, then I'll go. But he was like, I'm hungry. I was like, cool. He's like, can I make an egg? I was like, sure. I thought he was gonna ask me to make it. Mind you, the first time he was making eggs this week for himself, he cracked the thing and half of it went all over the stove, and I was like, no, now I have to clean up. I didn't want to clean up. Okay, what I do want to do, I just realized I want is that gonna be too dark? I don't know. We're gonna play and find out. Okay. The funny thing is, every time I think, oh, this character is gonna be easy, it's all green, just like the adipose. Oh, this is gonna be easy. I find out that things are not as easy as I perceive. But then again, that's the part of the struggle, right? It's the part of the struggle. Oh, grab the light color. Oops, whatever. We'll work with it. I still haven't figured out if I like my adipose shading or not, but gotta practice somewhere. So that's what I practice with. And now we're gonna come oh my goodness. This is gonna start to mesh together a little bit. That's okay. Okay, let's cure that. The lines are getting a little too close together. It's one of my things I still have to learn. Hopefully one day I will get it figured out. Is the spacing between the eyes and the nose better? Oh my goodness. Should have brought 2 bottles of water today. The funny thing is, it's cold this morning, so I turned up the heat in the house. Then by the afternoon, it was too hot in the house. I had to turn off the AC, and now I'm semi in the middle still. It's almost like menopause. Hot, cold, hot, cold. Who knows what I'm feeling? And trust me, I know not a lot of people are into the whole Doctor Who thing. I wasn't. My friend told me the same friend that just messaged me at the beginning of the stream that was like, I need an adipose painting, is the same one that told me, hey, can you make this magnet for me? And I was like, what the heck am I building? And because I had to look it up, I was like, well, let me see what this is all about. Did I know that I was going to be hook, line, and sinkered in? Nope. But I'm sure as heck glad I am. Okay. We are getting it done. Slovene is an ugly looking thing. I kind of want to... You know what, maybe if I do it like this, it'll turn out a little better. Maybe. Let's try that. This is where we're at so far. Does look like a monster, but I don't know. Because it's... I think I kind of want to... I love it. I just look at things and like, oh, nope, I'm rechanging it. I kind of want it to come more out a bit. Because it's more of an ovally shape, I think. So what nails are you guys all into right now? Are you guys into the chrome nails for summer, the flower nails for summer, the magnetic nails for summer? What's everyone's kind of summer vibes this year? I decided to start mine off with the stained glass. But I don't know. Now that the ice cream was brought up, I think maybe my next second was going to be ice cream. I was going to go with Spacey, which I am wearing the Doctor Who's nails when they're done. But I'm not putting a set date down because we already did that with the Star Wars, and they ended up taking me a whole month to finish. So not doing that again. Not going to put a set date down. Streaming nails, they happen when they happen. But I was thinking space nails. But maybe I'll wait till space nails for, when is it? Is it August, is the meteor shower? I have to look that up, when the meteor shower is. Maybe I'll do it in August. 'Cause I know in the summer here, there's a meteor shower. Like clockwork every year. And then I'm going to do, maybe I'll save my spacey ones for that. Maybe I'll do ice cream cones. Ooh, maybe I'll do ice cream cones on almonds. Do I really want to wear almonds though? I like coffin the most, or ballerina, some people call it. But do I want to try? I keep saying I want to try the stiletto shape on me, but the almond shape on me. But I don't know. I think I'm going to do citrus splash set. Ooh, that sounds fun. You know, if you do it, you should post it on the Discord. Post your before picture if you have it, and the after one. Now that I have Gel X coffin shorts, I can make press. Right? That's the thing. That's the one thing I like about nail art and practicing, and that's kind of why I like press-ons a lot. Like at first I was like, oh, why would I want to do press-ons? Yeah, they pop off or whatever sometimes. But the truth is, I like the fact that I can change them literally every day. And yeah, the cost is the adhesive tabs with the glue. Well, because I'm changing them so often, I'm only using adhesive tabs right now. Because it really doesn't damage my nail beds at all. Like, my nail beds have never looked healthier, and this is coming from a nail biter. You have it on your Instagram? Oh, I'll have to check that out. Hey, Alice and everyone is here. Hello, H-Town. Welcome in. But now I think maybe I might go with an ice cream set next. I want to redo these because I was thinking about, like, I like they're not as translucent as I like them to be. So I was thinking I might just add it to some clear gel and kind of like make my own polish to make it even more translucent, or maybe play with other colors. Who knows? Oh, that's okay. It is fine. It's the 6th post down. Okay, I'll have to check that one out. But this is where we're at with our Slovene. I know I'm talking to some people who don't even know what this is, but hey, maybe I'll convert you and then you'll know. I've converted myself, I think. I'm going to come down here a little more. And maybe a little butt chin looking thing. Not a butt chin, a hump chin. Oh my goodness. Yeah, kind of like that. Oh, I do. I follow a lot of Tiger Cat. I love a lot of the nails that she comes up to. Like those ones that she just, I don't know if she recently did or she was just reposting them, but I seen them for the first time. Was when she put all those rhinestones on the one, all rhinestones. Like, I was like, whoa, girl, you got the patience. I believe that's her Instagram. But the girl's got the patience to do that, because me, just putting these ones on the Darlac was kind of like, because at first my rhinestone glue didn't want to, sorry, no, I used gel first. It didn't want to cure it into place. So then I used my rhinestone glue, and then I went heavy with the hot top coat because I want them to really stay on there because they're near the tip. But I don't care. They're only for me. Yeah, her nails are awesome. I like the other one that she did. What is it called? Is it called cartoon art? No, it's not called comic. No, not comic. So a lot of these stores are doing it with the black and white kind of like drawings all over the floors. She copied one of the restaurants. I love that set. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. I always top coat plastic balls that are chromed. Yeah, there's some. I try not to do it on any like ones that have like the shininess on them, but sometimes I even have to do them just because I know how I use the nails, and if I'm making them for myself, I need them to like last like an event or something. I'm like, okay, I know this is not the best way to do it, but for today, I need to do it this way. It's like I changed the rules for myself. But no, I'm not gonna lie. Pop art, yes, that's it. W. Susler, thank you. But that's like oh, what's it called? I lost my train of thought. Of course, why not? Because we all do it. Oh, you know what? I should have outlined that first. You know what? I am going to outline that first because I'm going to lose the shape of that head. But like I always say, that other people do everything a different way, and you do it your way. Don't copy what I do. Well, you can if you want, but it might not be the best way for you to do something.
There are some people on Instagram I really like. Well, that's what I was going to say. It surprised me to find out that some people... Any other nails? Ah, okay. It surprised me that I found out that some nail techs, because they really want to show their artwork. One hand is gel or acrylic, their non-dominant hand, obviously, where they can do the rest work on. But then their non-dominant hand are press-ons. And here I was practicing, oh, I want to be a nail art. I gotta do it. The hacks you don't know unless you get into the industry. I always thought that this girl always was amazing nail artist. Not that she's not, she is. But I thought, dang, you must be ambidextrous because you can do it with both hands. And they show me that, nope, they're press-ons. I'm like, what? Hold the phone. You mean I've been struggling over here for no reason? She uses rubber base called Uni. You can find the link on her Amazon store. She uses it on natural nails and inside the tips. Then she glues the tips on. Oh, nice. I've only just been using the tabs, and actually I'm impressed with the tabs. I thought, oh, okay, if I don't use nail glue, because, I was the one that, when I was a teenager, and couldn't, until you had, your paycheck or whatever, you wanted to be all cool with your friends, going to a dance or whatever, you'd put on the nails. I did my own acrylics, I did my own thing, but I was the girl that said, hey, this nail glue is crap. Let me just super glue my nails. So I was like, there's no way I'm going to like these tabs. There's no way. These tabs can't work. Well, these have been on for a week. And I'm absolutely impressed because the amount of times I do that and put my nail prints in my hands, even just watching a movie, I thought for sure they'd be going by now. I don't do press-ons on my non-dominant hand. I board the struggle bus, but I'm lucky I'm ambidextrous enough to do that. My dominant hand comes out better than my non-dominant hand. Yeah, I attempt to do it all the time too. I do it. But now that this summer I've decided I'm going to strictly stick to press-ons this summer. I'm probably going to go back to my gel practicing in the winter, but it's because I'm doing a press-on nail business. I thought you guys can let me know, but it seems like a hypocrite to have gel on your nails if you're running a press-on business. I have to be able to show people that, hey, they're good. But I do like gel because my nails underneath here are very, very brittle. So I need gel. I need that hard surface. And I don't like the smell of monomer as much and stuff, so. And gel works well with my nails, so I'm not gonna switch it up. I'm loving all the information. I love that you guys are so informative and help each other out. I love this little nail community of people. I really and truly do. I play with anything, but I just find sometimes when you're looking for something, especially on the YouTube, where there's a lot more edited videos, the thing that you're looking for is kind of sped up or gone too fast, and you gotta hit pause, stop, pause. Because that's the same thing I did with learning how to crochet on YouTube. My grandmother, she tried to teach me when I was a little girl, but I was like, nope, pass me the knitting needles. I cannot do crochet. Crochet sounds like rocket science to me. And then lo and behold, I think I was 25, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna learn this. And sure enough, I did. I still have my knitting needles, but I always tend to crochet more than I knit now. Which I tried to do the same thing that my grandmother did for me, for my daughter. And she went right to the knitting needles as well. She was like, I'm not doing this crochet thing. I'm doing the knitting needles. I'm like, hey, don't worry. I was the same way. I decided at 25 I was going to teach myself with YouTube. To think, if the internet was never born or YouTube was never born, all the things that we could have missed out on learning, being, I don't want to sound rude, but simple-minded people as we are, kind of opens a whole new thing. I definitely probably wouldn't have gotten into nails as hard as I'm into nails now. I'm very gel-centered because of my nails. They are thin, brittle, peel, ski sloped, and peel away underneath, and they got little pockets and lifting and mad. Yeah, that's the thing, is there's definitely always a preference, I find, for anybody. Like, I honestly didn't, like, even though I was making the press on business because, you know, so my daughter would maybe build her confidence while she was going through her anxiety, depression, which actually yesterday she got diagnosed with ADHD as well, so we're going through a phase. But I thought if I can make her some awesome nails, maybe it'll boost her confidence. And then I was just like, other people were like, well, why didn't you just start selling them? And I was like, well, I actually enjoy doing them, why not? So that's how that monster was also born. And it's like, I never thought, if you had told me I was going to go from gel to press-ons to gel to press-ons and keep bouncing back and forth, I would have told you not going to happen. I'm a gel girl all the way. Well, nope, now I'm a little bit of everything. But, you know, when I was 16, it was all acrylics. From 16 till about, I think even on my wedding, I went and got acrylics done. So that would have been from 17 to 20. 16, 17 to 20 years old. So what, that's a good 5 years of just acrylics. So it's pretty good. Well, ladies, I'm going to nap. I have a good time hanging out with you. Thanks. Thank you for stopping by, Miss Deb, the enabler. Hopefully you have a good nap. Yeah, I also can't do naps, so I'm right with you there. And the funny thing is, I also can't sleep when the sun's awake. And lately that's been pissing me off because it's been coming up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Yes, thank you, W2 Splinter, for the sub for Miss Deb, the enabler. Yeah, that's the thing with me. I was a swimmer, and I used to swim a lot and have acrylics. And I was always wondering, like, why some of my friends who weren't swimmers theirs were lasting longer. But when you're young, dumb, and naive, as I call it, you don't know. And I've only learned this over the last, 6 months? But definitely, gel withstands the amount of dishes I do. Yeah, I haven't tried to do hard gel or nothing because, like I said, I paint my nails first. So I don't apply them with anything like that because obviously, especially with the amount of stuff I put on my nails, it ain't going to get through. Yes, I probably would if I wanted to. You know, maybe that's an experiment I'll try out too, to make a video for other people in case they want to do it. But, you know, can't do it if you're getting my hand painted ones. But if you want to do it yourself, it's good. But I just find you ain't getting through all these layers. Right? The funny thing is, after I lived in an apartment till 6 years ago, I always had to hand wash. Oh boy, when I moved into this place I'm renting,
and I got this lovely thing called what's it called? A dishwasher? Yeah. I was like, yes, finally the gods have answered me. I cannot do this. Like, I am not made. Okay, this is the one thing, like I said about hand painting these things, it's always the corners. It's always the more tricky part. We want to kind of almost put that in the wrong color again. Wow. There's no way I do this to myself. Okay. Just don't mind my crazy sound effects. Yeah. It's so funny because at first when I was going to, like, when my friend's mom needed people to make, because she wanted to start her own business, and that she asked me to come over. Like, I was a nail biter. I had nubs. And then I was expecting, okay, maybe she wants to practice doing acrylics. And then she told me, no, her mom only does gel. I was like, what's gel? Because at that point, I had stopped doing my nails, focused on being a mom and lost all things. You know how mom life goes. You kind of start losing all the things you used to do, and now you're just spending all that time and energy on your kids. I'm trying to get them to play groups, play dates, programs. And I wasn't one of those moms that cared. I was more that rough and tumble mom that was like, well, at least I showered. I don't care if I got no makeup on or I'm in sweatpants. Nope. I'm not pretending for anybody. So I ain't gonna be putting on makeup and to have to do more work later at night to get all that crap off. I was like, you like me for who I am or you don't. But then, you get back into things as the kids get older, and then you're like, whoa, I missed out on all of this? I did not know gel existed. Wish I kind of had that back in my swimming days. Maybe I wouldn't have went through so many. Oh, nice. Congratulations. H-Town. Ugh. Well, at least it's something. At least you don't have to worry about money. But, yeah, night shifts are rough. I could probably do it now. Not me doing the night shift, but dealing with my husband doing the night shift. But when my first daughter was first born, the very first job that he got after she was born was night shift. And boy, I needed him to sleep during the day, so I didn't want the baby to bug him. But then I couldn't sleep because he was at work, and I'm used to him being in my bed. That I was like a walking zombie for like a good 3 or 4 months, and I was like, no, babe, like, you need to quit this night shift job. You need to find a day shift job because I can't do this. But now, the kids are older. It's not a newborn baby. I don't have to be a walking zombie per se. I could probably handle him working night shift now. Back then, no. That was not an option for us. But congratulations to him. I hope it works out for the long haul. My fingers are crossed. Toes are crossed. Because I know that it's a crazy world going on out there after COVID. The amount of layoffs I've heard about in the last while, like, I'm floored. Like, companies, what is with you? You just learned people can work from home in certain departments. Stop paying this monstrous rent for a building. Let these people work at home, or have a smaller building for those who want to work in an office setting because it works better for them. But people that can work from home can work from home. Have the best of both worlds for everybody. Like, hello, this is 2023. We all thought we would be like the Jetsons by now. I have found one salon in my does gel, and my cousin's wife is the manager. Oh, nice. They actually. Oh, I've never tried this. Mind you, I've not tried the gel, the Synergy gel, or any YN products yet, besides the matted top coat. But one day it'll come. This was when I first got married, and I was pregnant. He worked the shift for 8 years. I hadn't worked nights since then. Gotta get used to it again. Yeah. It is a thing to get used to. Like, I was not used to, like, 'cause me and my husband had just moved in together. And we moved in together in July, and then in November she was born. So, like, we had this little pocket of the first time living together, what it was going to look like. And then all of a sudden, bam, we're changing things. And I was like, whoa. If I never have to go to an office again, I would never leave my house. I try not to. My husband does not like that. He's always like, can we go to the bar? You want to go out to eat? I'm like, yeah, we can order. And he's like, can we go out? I'm like, yeah, nah. How about we Netflix and chill? I don't know. A couple people I've met through my son, they are like, you should come hang out. You should come do this. Yeah, I'm doing what I like. I'm a hermit. I won't deny it. I like my I pay my rent. I like my drama free zone.
From your calendar, Michaela starts in 30 minutes.
Oh. Alexa, stop. The oil industry in Texas, those jobs aren't going anywhere. Just every now and then change into different companies and gotta moved into the next company. Ah, okay. I'm gonna enroll next year. Oh, you should do it. Just finding the right school and working around my job. Yeah, that's like a hard part. But that's another reason why, like, I kind of like press-ons. There's a lot less restriction because you're actually not touching an actual client. So at least you can still kind of make something cool. But I don't have it to have those. I don't have those restrictions or the school like you do. But, you know, I'm probably going to try and pick up a book because I'm all about learning. I love learning new stuff. I'm a documentary person. This morning I was binge watching Murders. What was it? Married, Murdered something. And I was like, interesting. A bunch of people marrying these people and not seeing the red flags. And then I have another one I was watching was Alaskan Rebels. These are people that don't pay taxes, but they live off grid. And they live in houseboats. I turned around to my son, I'm like, I could do that. I could so do that. And he's like, I'll go with you too. I'm like, you do realize this is in Yellowknife. So it's in Canada, it's up north, where your average is minus 25 Celsius in the winter. And you have 13 hours of dark a day in the winter. And in the summer, you have 20 hours of sun. I was like, I don't know if you guys could hack that. Drilling holes in the ice to get your water. Oh, nice. Oh, so you kind of want to be like the jack of all trades, H-Town? You kind of want to have like a little bit of everything all rolled into one? Hey, that sounds like see. Look at that. You're not even just thinking about like, oh, well, my eyesight might be bad when I'm in my 50s. Look at that. You're finding an outcome. You're like, oh well, in case something goes wrong and I don't have a steady hand to put the eyelashes in or thing, I'm gonna try and do nails. See, you already have your B plan. That's smart. My B plan, if press on nail business doesn't really work out for me, is to try to open my own salon. And if that doesn't work out for me, well, I really don't want to go back to daycare. I think that ship for me has finally, like, I'm good. I'm over it. I did it. It's always what my dream job was. But, like, after doing it for so many years, it's like, I'm not in love with it anymore. So why am I going to do something I'm not in love with anymore? It'd be different if I still loved it, but it's just, I don't feel it anymore like I used to. So I'm like, meh, next best thing. Right? On to the next best thing. And right now this is fun for me. And I'm enjoying I've always been looking for a creative outlet. Hence why I've tried like crochet business and like little plushies and that. But, especially when you're in the crochet business, people don't want to pay the prices for the things, and wool and stuff got expensive, and people were like, oh, that's too expensive for that. But it's like, do you understand how much work goes into one of those? Like, it's like everybody wants something for nothing, and nobody understands that the crafter and the creator, like, certain things like a mermaid tail would take me like a week or two to make, and then they're like, but why is it $60? Well, cost me, like, I had 4 balls of wool in there, and they're $10 balls of wool. So shouldn't you just cost the price that it cost you to make the balls? And it's like, no, it kind of doesn't work that way. I think it's turning out good. I feel like I might have to make the eyes bigger, though. We'll see. You'll come work for I'll come work for you. You'll come work for me. Oh my god, see that? I can't even translate it properly. I'm a bad English person. Well, that's the thing, like, I told my husband, I'm like, I'm not looking at making this business, like, to become a billionaire or anything. Like, I just want to get enough money that we can live comfortably, maybe go on a vacation too or whatever. But it's like, imagine being so big that you actually have to hire people to do your press-ons with you. And I was like, but yeah, like, there's some people that be like, oh, I can do press-ons, but it's like, okay, I need to see your portfolio of press-ons because I'd have a standard of doing things. And I'm like, then that just seems too complicated. I had this talk with him the other day, actually, because I was like, I don't know, like, if it got that big, would you? He's like, of course we'd hire somebody to join your business. I was like, but what if they put out, because I know someone that's in trying to, like, do nails, and a couple of people, and some of theirs that I looked at, I was like, that's not the style I'm kind of putting out there. You kind of don't meet what I'm doing. Like, yes, I'm all for, like, creativity, but some things I'm just like, I'm not feeling that one. So I'm like, oh, but then it's your business, and I'm like, I don't know if I can go through all that. But hey, you'll never know. Might work out. But I don't ever think I'd get that big. Mind you, I didn't think I'd find 50 followers on Twitch, but magically that's happened, so who knows what might happen. Now, the way to the pot Canada's looking more and more appealing. Well, that's like my daughter. She has this person that she's been talking to in the States, and she's like, maybe I'll just, when we were having like a rebuttal, like being a little mom-daughter, banter. She's like, well, I'm just going to go move to the States. I said, okay, good. Have no health care. At least you have that here. And then she's like, wow, Mom, that was a low blow. I'm like, well, I just think about it. I think about all the people in America and how horrible. Like, I got to walk in and have my kid, and the most I paid for was if I wanted a private room or a semi-private room. Other than that, I didn't have to pay jack to have a kid. Where people in the States have to pay a buttload of money. In my opinion, it's a buttload of money because I don't think it's fair. Like, you're increasing the population. You're making the workforce for America. And you have to pay to have a baby. Doesn't make sense to me. But maybe that's just me personally, but it just doesn't make sense to me. I still have all my 15 crocheted hats a lady from church made. Aw, that's so cute. Sentimental value point. She won't wear them again. Yeah, I have my next door neighbor when I was pregnant with my oldest. She lived next door to my parents and my aunt and uncle. And she made these blankets for the baby. She passed away, I think Caleb might have been 4 or 5 when she passed away. And I couldn't part with them either. I literally put them in a box and put them back. I was like, I know they're mostly made of pink because we knew we were having a girl, but I was like, boy, girl, if she wants to use them on her own kids later in life, well, she can, but I'm not going to, force her to. Kind of deal. But no, I have a few things. Like my grandmother, she's actually still alive. She's in her... Has she made it? Yeah, she thinks she's 80 now. I'm having a brain fart on ages, but... she made all of us, her grandkids, the crocheted hats, the bonnets, the sweater, and the booties. And she made one for Kayla because it was her first great-grandchild. And then she's lost the nerves in her hand, so she's like, I couldn't do one for Nova, and I felt bad. Then out of the blue one year, I get in the mail, I know he couldn't wear it, but here's his. And I was like, gee whiz, you still felt that guilty that all these years later you still had to go make one for him. She's like, well, to pass on to a grandkid because I won't be alive forever. And I was like, well, that is true. You really won't, but didn't have to try and make that. I know, your hands aren't what they used to be. And that's the one thing now that I've gotten into nail art, that I'm really, really kind of scared of happening, is the fact of not being able to do it one day. So might as well enjoy the hell out of it now. Because even now, some days, I still get the shakes, and I'm like, I'm too shaky for this. But I know I'm still young, still in my prime. Or I like to think I am, even though, 2 years ago, being diagnosed with diabetes did be a really big wake-up call. But we just all go with the flow, right? But at least I have how many days? Let me look at this calendar because I'm actually pretty excited. I have 1 week from Saturday, and I get to go off one drug and try just the one drug instead of 2.
So I'm pretty excited because if it works, it means I'm closer to beating it. And if I can beat it, well, that just helps my pocketbook while the husband doesn't have insurance, and it helps just to know, like, yeah, I did it. Maybe I can stay a little healthier and live a little longer. Oh, you guys called them glory boxes? That's so cute. See, I just put them in a shoebox. We ghetto here. I have no intention of having any, so what do I do? Depends on what it is. You could always shadow box it as a memory. You could. Some people I know, like, especially when they get older, that maybe they didn't have grandkids, because they always say that, I don't know if you've heard about the research, but they say that older people, the Alzheimer's, is the people that play with baby dolls and, like, pretend to, like, care for a baby doll and interact with a baby doll, their Alzheimer's doesn't grow as fast as other people's. So there's something about that, like, maternal instinct, I guess, that we have that helps. So I've seen a lot of, like, old age homes have the dolls, and they have baby clothes and stuff in there. I donated some to one of the old people's homes for their baby dolls. I don't want to pass my... Oh, wooden hope chest. Oh, that sounds cute. So is it is the hope? I'm trying to remember what the hope chest is because I play video games. So hope chest in my head is coming in like as the wooden, rounded top one, or is that the flat one? Trying to remember. It's been a hot minute. My grandpa is 96 next month, if God permits. A better memory than me. Trust me, H-Town. My grandfather, I think, is in July, is 85 this year. This man can out-sew me, out-crochet me, out-garden me. Because we always talk about gardening and crocheting, and he can out-quilt me. I have yet to make a quilt, and he keeps telling me, oh, you can do it. I don't think I can do it, man. He just killed it. Like, he just made the kids slippers the other couple weeks ago. Actually, I have one over here. Let me see what it looks like. Might be too dusty. It is a little on the dusty side. It is a little dusty, but I'll still show you anyways. But he made these kind of slippers. Obviously they're dusty because the kids walking around the floor, but they're checkered pattern, and I thought they were pretty darn cute. And then on my daughters, they put the pom-poms. Leaving. Hold on, I gotta mute for 1 second. Sorry. Had to talk to the fams. You know how it is. I want to almost go a little on the darker side here. Over here, maybe. We're just playing with more colors. Oh, my grandpa. Oh, sorry to hear that, W. Just winter, but I know it's like my grandfather's brother. He died the day before his 91st birthday. So I'm like, maybe my grandfather will make it to his 90s. I'm not sure. Yeah, my biological grandmother has passed away. I have my dad's father and mother still. I have my stepmom's mother. Her father has passed away. So I've got a pretty extended family. Can I put it in order with your grandpa? Right? Trust me, sometimes I'm like, dude, you kill me. He makes every year for Christmas, or if they don't do it, they say they're going to do it for Christmas, but then they jump the gun and do it earlier. They're like, oh, the kids want mitts, the kids want socks, the kids want this. They're always crocheting something for the kids. Because they say that they having what? They have 4, 5, 6 grandkids. Sorry, 6 great-grandkids. And, you know, with old age pension, it's just cheaper to craft something than it is to spend $20, $50 each per kid, you know? Aww. That is so cute. Yeah, I'm sure he'll send me the pattern. I think he knitted those ones. I'll try to clean them up better and show you guys better. Look at them. My daughter's has the pom-pom at the end. Right? It is. There's a couple of things that my kids won't wear that they've sent them. And they just have it put back in a box to keep because they said, like, they even brought it to me that, you know, one day they won't be here. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? We are pretty lucky because they are blessed with the fact that they got to see their great-grandparents and they get to know them and they got gifts from them. Not many great-grandkids get to see their grandchildren nowadays because a lot of people in my family, they've died at like 50. Like, a couple of my uncles passed away at 50. And their father, my grandfather's brother, ended up burying most of his kids. So he buried most of his kids. And like, I was like, that was like a heart-wrenching moment for me. Like, to see you bury your own kids, when you have kids, you hope your kids are going to outlive you. But I guess, we don't know what we do. That's why I always say we go day by day and make the best out of every day. Because we have no idea what day is our day. Which almost sounds bad in a sense. But it's true. We have no idea. But I know I'd rather my kids bury me than me bury my kids. So I completely understand that one. And maybe one more. Yeah, we'll clear that. I'm actually impressed with how this is turning out. Yay! Sorry, I got distracted because my daughter just left with my husband because I supposedly paid for this, but the app didn't accept it. So the teacher said that she can still go to it, but I just have to go pay cash. And I don't know what time it was supposed to be, at 5 or 5:30. I have no idea. I screwed up. Yay, Mom. my grandfather buried his only daughter. He was never the same since, right? I don't think I could be. That's like I told my husband, like, the drunk driver that happened that killed the grandfather with the 2 kids and the mother and father had to live. Yeah. If one of my kids were still alive, then I'd fight. But if both of them were gone, I don't know if I could. I really and truly don't know if I could, because the only ever thing with having the way that my thing was, it was like, I could never, I know, like, I couldn't, I can't, like, to even think of it just blows my mind. Like, I could not, I would have no strength to go on without my kids. Like, I love my husband and all, and like, yes, I would try my best for my husband, but those were my babies. My babies. Oh, so you want one of those like medieval kind of send-offs? Well, I told my kids, because you never know when it's going to happen. So sometimes it's nice to just talk about it, even though they don't want to hear about it. I told my kids, whatever the cheapest option is. If it's cremation at the time, if it's putting me in the ground, do whatever you want to do. Whatever's the cheapest. Because whatever money you get from my insurance that you can keep for yourself, because you're going to go through some rough times, do whatever the cheapest is. Yeah, cancer is one of the worst. And cancer does not care. Like, like, anyone that has cancer, my heart goes out to them. Beating it, not beating it, heart goes out to all of them. Because that fight is a fight I wouldn't want to have to do. But you never know. You never know when you're going to have to do it for you or a loved one. But when a baby is born and a baby has cancer, like, all that, like, you just think about, like, the scary, it's the enjoyment of having a baby, and then you have a baby, and then you see somebody next to you and their baby is just born and they have cancer or a heart condition and they might not make it, like, especially when you're in one of those shared rooms and you're looking at your kid and you're like, oh, I got blessed, my kid's healthy, and like, sure, who knows what the future's going to hold, but this person was excited too, and now they just got, like, someone just, like, threw a brick into their stomach. It's the only way I can describe it. Like, no, it's not fair, something. So life's just not fair. Oh, trust me, pets, whew. The worst thing is even telling your kids when they, like, I think Kayla was, I think it was the year before we moved up here. So I think Kayla might have been in grade 5 at the time. And here I am trying to tell her that the very first dog we ever owned has passed away. And I don't want to tell her because they have to go to an eye doctor appointment. So I don't want them all crying at the eye doctor appointment. And I'm trying to put myself together because I just watched the dog take its last breath. And I'm like, okay, I got to jump in the shower because I got to take you guys to the eye appointment. But then I ran out of soap and I had to ask her to come grab me a bar of soap. And she looks at my eyes and she's like, are you okay? I'm like, no, the water's really hot, babe. The water is really hot. But I was in the shower trying to hide the fact that I'm crying. I get them to their appointment. Then I take them to Baskin Robbins for ice cream. Because I'm about to, like, destroy their worlds. And the funnier thing was she was so smart. She's like, so that's why your eyes were all red in the shower, Mommy? I was like, yep. It was, because I didn't want to tell you guys because you had the eye doctor appointment. And, well, hey, this is the first dog you've owned, and, like, the last time Kayla lost a pet was her cat, and that was just before her brother was born, and then I didn't get an animal for a while because obviously I was pregnant, and also we were going to have a newborn baby, and I didn't know how the 2 kids were going to react to each other, all those crazy thoughts we tell ourselves. If you're one of those if and who, what, why, and where, why people like me.
because that's exactly who I am. I'm a who, what, when, where, why. What if? What if the clouds fall out of the sky tomorrow? Will I be okay? My husband always tells me, stop it with the what ifs. Just go with the flow of things. But I am a what if person. I always have to be overthinking. This is where we're at so far. I think it's coming along swimmingly. Are you a Capricorn, Alice? Yes, I am. I was born on the 19th of January. I'm as Capricorn as they come. And my little sister, who's exactly 3 years old younger than me, was also born on January the 19th. And you'd think that we'd be alike. Nothing alike. Nothing alike. But then I have another sister, because my parents are split, that was born the month after that on the 16th. So they were in the same class in the small town we were living in. That was crazy, having two sisters in the same class a month apart, pretty much. So each time you seem like you're more like my husband. He's like, well, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Who cares? But he's also the same person that's like, we need to have a meal plan. We need to do this. We need to do that. And I'm like, yeah, no, don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. Why did all of a sudden it say come in? Why did it just say new chat? Did my thing just glitch on me again? Ugh. Twitch is being twitchy again. Awkward. Yeah, it was awkward when they were in the same class, because I'd be like, oh, I need this sister, not that sister. Make me look like the bad guy, right? I like the IDGAF. I say that one a lot. But I say the real words when I'm at home. I'm a little, my kid. A couple people might know my taste in music. Let's just say I'm not the greatest. I was born into a very Christian family. But, it's not that I don't believe, and that it's not, that it is good to believe in things, but, sometimes I think some of the suffering is not worth it. And that's just my personal opinion. And if you're gung-ho about it, it's okay. This is why me and my mother-in-law sometimes butt heads a little bit. I don't believe in some of the things that church buildings do, especially giving 10% of your income to them. Like, I'm not going to struggle to feed my kids by giving the church 10%. Not happening. So there's little things that, like, I don't like. It's not that I'm a complete atheist or anything. I wouldn't call myself an atheist. I believe in morals. There's just some things I can't get behind. Be right back. No worries. Now, I'm going to try and add a couple more miniature lines or something. I don't know. You guys got a lot of vent from Alice today. Gee whiz. And I try to be a positive person. And here I am venting. Like a miserable person. Now, we all have our days. I won't deny that. We all have our quirks. I wouldn't call them superpowers, because, unless you call them your own superpowers, but we all have our own.
likes and dislikes, and it's okay. Everybody's allowed to be themselves. No, you know what? Maybe that's. When true. Here I am making a mess again. Yay! Itching should not a requirement. People forget when. Yes, WT Swindler, I totally agree with you there. I don't think it's wrong to, like, you know, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not have, like, certain things, you know, like, honor thy mother and father. I do. I believe in some of those things. Perfectly fine. It's some of the church practices I don't like. Like, especially when they preach a lot about money. Like, I get it. The building costs you money, too. And I get it. You get paid by, you know, the congregation. But especially when they come, the one that really irked me the most, not that I'm trying to get into any religious talk here, so this is just a little rant, is they say, come as you are. But then you come in, and your pants have holes in it, or you're not as fancy dressed as other people, or your skirt was a little too tight, or a little too up higher, because maybe that was the only skirt you owned. You don't know what these people's backgrounds are. You're supposed to be just happy that they've come. But yet, the biggest hypocrites are the people sitting there and being like, oh, come as you are. But then, no. Right? I've had to hit a food bank. I also, true story, my husband got kind of what we're going through right now, but thankfully I have a roof over my head and I still have income right now. But it came to a point that my husband was working for someone who said, oh, don't worry, they pay him later. The company was going bankrupt, but he was going to help him out because it was a friend of him or whatever, whatnot. And I was like, I don't really trust people. Well, I shouldn't have trust people, because what did I turn around and do? I turned around and pawned my engagement ring, my wedding band, and all my rings to get income to pay for first and last, to make sure my kids had a roof over their head. Why? Because that material thing didn't mean as much as me as having somewhere for my kids. Hello, darling. Lurking cause about to jump in the shower. Ooh, no worries, Deviant. Welcome in. Thank you for coming. I know, I might drown myself in the shower after this stream. I might need to wash some of the things I've said, and I might have a little less people coming in after this one. Some people might be like, whoa, I don't know if I like this girl anymore. Oh, trust me, I'm not, that's the thing, I'm not poor. Well, technically I am, because literally I have no income, my husband has no income, so right now we are poor. But every day I'm awake, and every day I can put food on the table, and I can keep the lights on and have a roof over my kids' head. I'm blessed. I am grateful. I am thankful, and I don't need no Kim Kardashian mansion. I need a nap. Well, go have a nap, W2 Splinter. I wish I could nap. I wanted to nap this morning, but then I realized, oh wait, by the time I get one to school, I have to turn around and get the other one ready for her therapy. So, I had no time to even try to squeeze in a little morning nap. And today would have been the perfect day for it, because it was all, like, muggy outside. People don't believe me when I tell them I was homeless. Well, they should believe you.
I hope these aren't your friends, because to me that doesn't sound like friends. I haven't been completely homeless, but I've had to live with other family members. And stayed probably longer than we should have, to be honest. But I've never been officially homeless. And like, I wouldn't have been homeless either, 100%, because I knew I could have either moved in with someone on my side of the family or moved in with somebody on his side of the family. But we both said we want to do this on our own. Like, if it comes down to it and we have to, we'll do it. But we didn't want to be in that situation, especially when you have young kids, when you have like your family and some people like telling you what to do, I guess you'd say. So we decided maybe that wasn't the best route for us, I guess you'd say. But I knock on wood, so far we have never been homeless. We've lost a few apartments along the way because of financial income, but thankfully we were always able to find the next one to move into. Thankfully, this has been the place I'm staying at right now is the longest I've stayed at one place since me and my husband have been together. And that's 6 years. Before that, it was like every 3 years we ended up having to move. Because something would happen. Either the rent would go too high, and we couldn't afford it, or we got behind on rent, trying to handle everything. Kind of deal. But it happens to everybody. Anyone that's had that picture perfect life, please hit me up because I would really like to know how you did it. I still had a job and income, but I was couch surfing now. Oh, it's true. And couch surfing is definitely homeless because your one friend's there, like, yeah, you could be like, I used to be the house that people used to couch surf in because like I didn't want anyone really having to live on the street. So like I've taken in a few people in our younger days while the kids were really, really small. After a while, I kind of realized, okay, I gotta stop doing that because these people are the same age as me. They should have, figured stuff out a little better by now. But they would feel guilty because they were there and they felt like, oh, like they're intruding on our family time. And I would be like, I don't mind you staying here for a while, but like I want you to better yourself at the same time. And then it kind of just like starts ripping away at the friendship a little bit. Right? Well, sometimes people call that a midlife crisis too, right? They just try to sugarcoat it with the midlife crisis. They don't tell you what's really going on. That's the thing, though. A lot of people will not tell you their deepest, darkest, like, things that have really happened to them. A lot of people wouldn't tell you. Like, the amount of people that actually know that I pawned my wedding ring just to put a roof over my kid's head. I don't even know all my family know this to this day. Well, if they come to Twitch, I guess they'll know now, but I know my mother-in-law knows and my dad and my stepmom, but I don't know if anybody in the extended family knows that I did that. But hey, gotta do what you gotta do. They come first. I put them on this earth. I need to make sure that they have things. That's the way I looked at it. That's the way I looked at it. I don't know if, for me, I guess, like I said, my mom left me when I was 13 months old, and I was with my dad.
So I might just look at the world a little differently than some others. And that's okay. I kind of want to put some of these wrinkly. This is actually turning out to be pretty funny looking. Kind of cute. I'll show you guys the reference picture after. It's called the gig economy, right? And then there's some people I know that, I don't know, I like to say they were born with a silver spoon in their mouth, putting it lightly. And they think just because they can't have the nail polish that they want, or they can't have this Louis Vuitton bag that they want, it's the end of the world. And I'm just like, dude, how about like not going to a food bank to feed your kid? You're starving yourself, but because you want to make sure that what you got from the 2 or 3 food banks you had to hit, because I never found one that it gave you more than what you could eat in like a week. And even still, I needed my kids to eat more. So me and the husband, there's many days we would eat nothing so they could have something. There's many days when I did have money, a little extra, I go buy a big bag of rice or some beans, and that's all we had was rice and beans. We were still living. Wasn't the most extravagant life, but we still had things. We weren't eating rock soup. Which the funny thing is, after when my son was in kindergarten and he heard about rock soup, he came home with rocks and he's like, "Mom, can we make rock soup tonight?" I was like, I'm not that poor right now, babe. Please, we are not making rock soup. But how do you tell your little 5-year-old kid that, you know? And so you're like, maybe on the weekend we'll make rock soup, in hopes that they forget by the weekend. Because you always want to keep their young minds creative. You know what? I kind of... Maybe I'm going to do that. Maybe. I think I might sugar this nail with a bit of... what's it called? Acrylic powder. To get the look I'm kind of going for. The wrinkly skin look. I've been playing with it, but I think that's the route I want to go. Like I said, sometimes I don't make the right decisions. Sometimes I just let art take over. Sometimes I just hope for the best, expect the worst. I'm sorry to anybody I offended today in any of my talks. It's just my own personal opinion, and it's okay to have a difference of opinion. We can still love each other and have differences of opinions. Because it's nice to be nice to everyone. Okay, I think I'm going to try it. We're going to try it. Now make sure I take the clear one this time, because last time I thought I had clear and I had pink. You know, sometimes we do some funny things. And Did I get it all? I hope I did. If not, we'll just try again later. And that's the one thing, because I know my powder's only used to go on top of press-ons and in that kind of a manner. I know that there's no really like germy-ermies getting in there. The germy-ermies, as I call them. I need my brush. And there's still some pigments left behind in this brush. Some of these brushes, sometimes they just don't come clean. But also because I let the kids use them sometimes and they don't know how to properly use them. But hey, it happens to us all. Or at least I'm sure of it. But yes, the gig economy is real. Well, that's the thing, like, I always tell my husband, my kids would never be on the street if I couldn't do it. I'll work at McDonald's, I'll work at a dump, I'll work anywhere to provide them with anything. I'd even cut off my right arm, probably. I made the joke, because we watch a lot of, well, my daughter doesn't like it as much, but she knows we watch them. Zombie horror movies, things. I always tell the kids jokingly, because my husband and the two kids are really skinny, I'm like, don't worry, you guys will all be able to eat off of me for a few weeks. You'll survive. They're like, Mom, stop it. It's like, hey, it's the animal kingdom. Think about it. Dogs, cats, birds, rabbits. Everyone kind of goes through it. Okay. I just want to dust this off now a bit. Kind of got that wrinkly vibe that I kind of wanted, but we'll see if it holds up when I top coat it. We'll see. Might have just screwed that up a little bit, but hey, it's all good. Actually, I didn't think I could do this, to be honest. I was like, the Slovene is gonna, I was like, it's either gonna eat me up or shoot me out. But I was like, I want to try it. And I'm kind of glad I did, because it is cute for an alien monster that kills you and takes your body and zips it on them. Like I said, crazy stuff I watch. Hello, Wendy Miss. Or Wendy. Welcome in. We're almost done the Slovene. The Slovene. If you don't know what that is, you can look it up under Doctor Who characters, I think is where I found it. But I will show you the reference. Oh, as I make a mess. Hey, it's okay. I do typos all the time. All the time. I'm the typo queen, because half the time I'm on my phone and the stupid thing autocorrects. And then I'm like yelling at it. I did not say that. Why are you making me sound like such an airhead? It's even greater when you send it to your kids. And you say the wrong, and it changes to the wrong word. Oh boy. Kind of want to just extend it a little touch. I swipe to type and then it comes up with some interesting words, right? Sometimes it can really come up with some interesting ones. I'm not great at spelling, and I suck at letter sounds, so like sometimes I think I'm putting this word down, and then Nova, because he's way more intelligent than his mother, will be like, Mom, you just wrote that. I'm like, whatever. Hopefully they get the gist. I'm not going to try and, because by the time I start and try to write the right thing, they've already figured it out most times. So I'm like, I'm not going to try. If they're struggling, then I'll try and fix it. And it's even worse when I'm trying to write, like, the teachers. Oh, gosh. That's when I find I struggle the most. I just want to go. Okay, I think that's good. We'll cure that. But this is our Slovene so far. He's most definitely interesting. Now I am the autocorrect queen. Okay, I wanna maybe use a different brush. Such a nice evil alien. Right? It's one of those, what is it? Hopefully I use this word correct. Oxymorons or whatever. Yeah. I love it. Especially when you see something, you're like, oh, that's so cute, but then it's like the most evil thing you ever saw, and you're like, whoa, hold up. That's supposed to be evil, but it's so darn cute. That's why I used to like Happy Bunny with all that merch that used to say, cute but kinda evil. I used to rock that hat like no tomorrow. I wonder if it's still around. I had it kept for the kids, and then I gave it to them, and I think they might have lost it, but I used to have it. Happy Bunny on the top of my hat and said cute but kinda evil. Because, well, that's how I felt. I'm either nice and you like me, or you think I have resting bee face. And you think I'm a horrible person until you meet me, and then you're like, oh, shit, wait. She's actually nice. Yeah, I am nice. I can't control my face. Sorry. I am who I am. There's not much I can do about that one. Okay. What I want to do, because this is an alien, hopefully this works as intended, but you know, I'm always doing something, changing something up. I'm just going to take some of this paint off because I don't want a lot of it. But what I'm trying to do is add some like that glowing stuff that I have on these nails. So that way the Slovene kind of glows a bit in the dark. Because I think that'd be cool, especially if I wear these like with the kids going glow in the dark bowling or mini putting. My nail, you'll see this alien glowing. It'll make it a little more cooler. Or at least I think it'll look cooler. Kids will probably tell me, Mom, you're so cringe. Yeah, I am. One day you might be a mom and you'll be so cringe. And I'll be cool grandma. How the tables will reverse. I'm trying. We got the wrinkly skin added. I think it's looking pretty cute. Okay, let's cure that, and then I'm going to come to the next one. Does anybody else remember Happy Bunny? I loved Happy Bunny. That's like my next door neighbor. She's like,
I'm really feeling my age because I'm all into animal prints now. I'm like, hey, and she's like, I know people are like, oh, you shouldn't. I told her, who cares? Wear whatever makes you happy. If I want to walk out with a pink flamingo on tomorrow, I'll walk out with a pink flamingo on. I found trouble. Ooh, nice. I'm not gonna lie. Certain places I go, I find like the old school one with the comic in it. I forget what that one's called. Like I said, I'm bad with names, but I found them and I bought a bunch of them for the kids one time. They're like, Mom. Ooh, it's Happy Bunny but better. Ooh, I'm gonna have to find that because I might need me some of that. I love Happy Bunny though, especially cute and kind of evil. That's how I felt I was. I thought I was a queen, of cuteness, but also the queen of bee. Now, I just want to sleep in. If the sun could just. The funny thing is, on weekdays, that sun. Sometimes we get, especially with the smoke lately, it's been like a little more muckier mornings where I can actually sleep in. But no. Come Saturday to Sunday are the days I can sleep in. Mr. Sun comes blazing out at 5 o'clock in the morning to say, hello, sunshine. It's time to wake up. And I keep going, I think I need to invest in blackout curtains. But I don't want to invest in blackout curtains. Because then I'm afraid I might turn into my husband and turn off the alarm and go back to sleep. Cute but kind of stabby. Ooh, I'm definitely looking this up after the stream. Oh, I am so looking it up. I think I might need some of that. I might need some of that in my life. I think I might. Actually, I don't think I know. That's like I had this one shirt when me and my husband first got together. One side of it said, I'm always right. Then you turn it inside out and wear it on the other side. And it says, he's always wrong. So I decide which one I want to wear for the day. I'm always right or he's always wrong. Either way, I'm saying the same thing. Hello, Manuel. Welcome in. Is that a chess piece? Are you being a pawn? A pawn in the game? Yeah, I can't even remember all Happy Bunny's quotes, but man, there were some of them that I loved. But my favorite was the hat I had. Cute but kinda evil. I also liked my SpongeBob shirt, which, I kept, once you hit that adult age, things can last a little longer than we like to. Like, we keep some clothes till, they're literally just a thread. Oh, you can do a little too. I don't know. I'm a checkers girl, not a chess girl. I play checkers. Chess too hard. Too much brain power. Too much brain power. I actually thought about making Happy Bunny nails. So now that you've told me this one, W2 Wonder, I might have to make this one into nails instead. I'm gonna have to look at it because the bunny is cute though. But I had the SpongeBob shirt that said, this makes me feel all wiggly. And his arms was all wiggled out. My husband hated SpongeBob. I wore that thing like it was a trophy. I wore it till literally it fell apart. Then he had this Michael Jackson looking shirt. This suede velvet, not velvet, this is more of a suede, silky, flashy, hurt your eyeball shirt. I hated it. So we just tortured each other wearing things that each other hated. Well, one day, while he was at work, he got some new shirts. So I pulled the what moms do to kids when they don't like their clothes, or they won't get rid of it, and you have to do it when they're away. Yeah. Michael Jackson went bye-bye. He turned into the Backstreet Boys. He went bye-bye-bye. Or is it NSYNC? Now I'm confused. But, nope, I kicked that to the curb.
'Cause I could not handle that no more. I was like, Okay, we're gonna put that down. That down. Okay. Oh, did I just rub my own hand into my own work again? That drives me nuts. I hate when you get to it's like so close to the finish line and then you start messing things up a little bit and you're like, ugh, and hitting the lamp. Well, the camera. One day I will have a better setup. The odds will be in my favor one day. Okay. We are doing it. Or at least that's what I'm telling myself. Oh, that's too much of a bubble on that end. I think we might be bang on. I might add a little white to his eye, or her eye. That's the thing. Slovene look the same, male and female. What a weird alien race. How do you know if it's male or female? They look the same. They're a weird creature, I'll tell you that. Let's see something here. Oh my goodness, I just realized I was not following UWF Splinter. Why was I not following you on Instagram? Why? How did you miss not being on my Instagram? How? I just had to check it because I wanted to before I forgot. Oh, okay. I see the ones that you said you wanted to redo. Those are cute. Those are adorables. Adorables. Did you go on a snack haul? I only see one snack there I like. They should have been bringing stuff to the queen. What? Scorching. Pass me these Pringles for a second. No, you can try them. You can open it. I just want to see this. You see what? This is what happens when when you let your kid go to a store. He comes home with these things. I don't even want to try them because it doesn't sound right to me.
Actually, they're not hot.
But scorching barbecue Pringles. Really interesting. Hope you like it. I don't know if I like it. Okay, I said I was going to add a little bit of.
I did. 'Cause a lot of people like hot stuff. I don't know. That doesn't sound that appetizing. Appetizing to me. Manuel says, "Ew." I don't know. There's one thing over there that they just brought home. I like ketchup chips. I love ketchup chips. But lately, I don't know what's up with the ketchup company. They've making them so ketchupy that, oh my gosh, I have to almost suck the ketchup off because there's too much on a chip. It can't just go in. The Slovene. The Slovene is looking Slovene. Do you think it looks kind of like it?
Also, they make the ketchup chips so ketchupy that it's just chip flavored ketchup.
I don't even know if it's potato flavored ketchup because it's like literally ketchup. They need to add some more potato with the ketchup. Okay, I think we're going in for the full cure. And then we'll see if there's anything that needs to be tweaked before we do our gel paint reading, gel nail polish reading. I haven't even thought of a nail of it yet. Because we can't call it a tea leaf reading. Who knows what we'll call it? Call it Shake It Like a Salt Shaker. I don't know why that song stuck in my head. Songs in my head. I can't sing the other one that's in my head. It just says H in the house. I have really, really bad songs in my head right now. All the small things. Oh my goodness. Why? That's good, Charlotte. Please, brain, shut off. Stop the songs. I don't want to get monetized here. No, I said I was going in for a full cure, but I already saw something at the corner of my eye I didn't like, so gotta fix that a bit more. Go figure. Okay, I used this one. I cleaned that one out. Has anybody been taking really good care of their brushes and getting long times lasting out of their brushes? Because I can tell you some days I'm like, oh, it's almost time to give in to a new set of brushes. But I'm like, no, it's still got some life left in it. Until I screw up like 3 nails in a row, and then I'm like, okay, no. I need to get a proper one back. But then you realize when you get the proper one, you're so used to using your jacked up one that you kind of have to relearn how to do the art again. But at least it's like riding a bike. You kind of remember how to do it again later. But I'm going to have to watch this chat after to go check out this other different Happy Bunny. That's what I'm going to call it. I think we might be good. I just want to fix this. Outline there.
That line there. Kind of want a little define this chin a little better. Oh, which I just realized is missing. What way did it go? Kind of here. Come on, turn the brush the way I want it. Okay. Almost lost a nail in the lamp. Okay. In there for the full cure. Then we're going to see before we top coat it. Yeah. Oh. Don't need the black anymore. What was that? Oh, it's the Beetlejuice. Well, we got Majok there. Gotta remember where I got each one of these brands from. Okay. And there. And then the Luminous ones. Has anybody else tried the glow-in-the-dark powder? I thought about buying that glow-in-the-dark pigment powder for Halloween time to see if it glows more than these polishes do, because like literally they suck to go trick-or-treating with. They don't stay charged like that. They're more of a glow-in-the-dark, like I said. One, so I'm wondering if I should buy some glow-in-the-dark pigment powder, and that would work better. They need to bring out stronger glowing ones. Is my personal opinion. Okay, let's double check. But I'm pretty sure. Yep, I'm sure. We are going to go in for the top coat. This is where everything either comes together or falls apart. You better saw it. Your mouth on fire?
Yes.
Well, shouldn't have ate it, should you? You're eating all that. How are you going to eat supper if you're eating Pringles? Oh, you barely ate any. I hope so, because if not, how you gonna be eating? Oh no, I'm gonna get that after we're done the stream. Isn't that what we do? Because Sissy's not gonna be here for supper. So is Sissy going at 5 or 5:30? Is Sissy going at 5 or 5:30? No, but what time did she get to school? 5 or 5:30? Okay. And Dad paid for it? Mm-hmm. Kind of took away the wrinkly look a bit, but it's still there a bit. Whatever. We trying. We tried. But the stars and the moon and the shaking up of the 7-Up. That's the new song. Okay, we're gonna go in for our daily. Not that one. Mr. Snack Crackle and Pop over there. We are going to grab our let's see. What do we see today with the imagination of the Barney bag? I see Mr. Caterpillar. Oh, I'm seeing a caterpillar.
Or it's a worm coming out of the ground because it was raining. Or it's a bug that somebody squished into the ground. This kind of just reminds me of hanging clothes on a clothesline. An interesting one. An interesting one. Okay. Oh, brushes away. Oh, okay. And other thing away. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so happy tomorrow is Friday, which we'll be back to do another Doctor Who nail. Sorry, just let me clean up like I always do. While that is doing its curing. Okay. Let's see if I can. This is what we were creating today. I think we got it pretty close in looking like the Slovene. I think we kind of did it nicely. Put that down there, I guess, for when we... Well, actually, no. Maybe I'll move that. See? Undecided. No, I'm joking. Let's bring out the previous nails. So, we have the TARDIS, which we want to fly in. If the TARDIS came to pick me up, I'd be jumping in. I wouldn't even think. Now, I'd be running around for this one because I don't want to be exterminated. Ooh, I kind of like that ink blade work for this one too. Yeah, see the police box. And the adipose. And today, this was what I was looking at, was this picture over on that side. Well, I covered the other one, but I was looking at that. That was my reference. And this is what we got. I think we did pretty well on creating the Slovene. Which joined the nail of spacey, timey-wimey, Doctor Who-y nails. I'm actually kind of happy with the way that one turned out. Actually, I wonder if I can just do a side by side for you. Oh. 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 Not too bad. I like it. Which is weird because I'm liking a lot of this on this set that I'm making. I'm not looking forward to the disappointment truck coming in. The disappointment truck coming in will not be good. Because I feel like, because I really want to do with a Weeping Angel, that's when it's going to come in. It's going to come in and smack me like a 2x4. It's going to say like, hello, this is the one that you're not going to be able to do because, well, I said so. now. I was looking to see if there's anyone that's doing nails on, but there isn't. There's only Potatosaurus and Lockwood. So, unless you like leatherworking, we already raided Potatosaurus, so don't want to do that one again. I guess there'll be no raid today. Hopefully soon we can start having more people that we can raid into and have radiant fun. But I guess we are pretty much done this one again. I hope you're paying attention here, because remember, we're gonna ask you what one you're gonna like the best at the end of the set. No worries, Wendy. We're about to be done anyways, but have a safe drive home. And hopefully you have yourself an amazing evening. I want to thank again W2 Swinter for gifting a 1-tier sub to Miss Deb the Enable today, and W2 Swinter for the 15 bits. Thank you very much. Thank you guys all for popping in today, and we'll be back same time tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday, unless something comes up like a magic trip that I didn't have planned. But I plan on streaming tomorrow unless something comes up unexpectedly. We won't be, but we'll be continuing the Doctor Who set. And have yourself an amazing evening. Stay positive, everybody, and we will see you next time, which will be tomorrow. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for coming in, everyone. Manuel, Wendy, H-Town, W2 Splinter, Miss Deb the Enabler. Hopefully I didn't miss anyone. I think Lemon was here too. Hopefully I didn't miss any of you guys. But thank you guys all. Bye, guys.